Got ourselves straight, looking good, but right here in the middle, right where I want to be, in the middle. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Charlie checking in, coming at you all impromptu this beautiful Monday morning. Nobody here. That's so awesome, man. I'm sitting talking to myself. So cool. I love it, man. And yep, just kind of bored today. Found myself out in the yard taking a selfie for my profile picture. And I'm like, man, what the hell? Let me just go ahead and pop in live, see what's happening. So, yep. Hopefully a lot of you guys are at work doing your thing, man, getting them dollars in. You know what I mean? Preparing for Thanksgiving, turkey, and all that good stuff. Sean the Bond in the house. Hey yo. How did you do it? How'd you do it? Woo, yeah. What is up, Sean? Got that right? Yeah. Junior in the house. Thank you for joining us. Katie Slattery, Hostel 570. What's up with your brother? Carrie Lamarche. Let me know. I'm sorry about that. Kyle Lopez, Demon Krat. What is up, brother? Joe Rodriguez, Demon Krat says Isaac threatened to call my job. What's new? Oh my goodness, dude. Learn some new tricks, Isaac. Ace Man 2D in the house. Much love to you, man. Thank you for bringing that tool with you, man. I love you for that. And Kevin Zerfus representing, man. We got the crew coming to work today, man. Man, hopefully you got the tool bags. No, I ain't getting into no shit today, guys. I'm actually just kind of hanging out. Everything is love, wonderful, man. I just took the turkey. By the way, guys, I'm cooking a turkey this Thanksgiving. I don't know how many of you are, perhaps maybe for the first time. Here to let you know, take your turkey out now. You know, they say what, how many hours per pound? I forget. But yeah, you want to give your turkey about 24 hours or so to thaw out in the refrigerator. Because yeah, you will be screwed Thursday morning if you take it out of the freezer and try to start cooking it. Anyway, so who else is in the house? We got Chronic Gamer. Chronic, got that Cron. What's up, brother? I didn't recognize that. I saw the Craw, Craw. Then I thought maybe crawfish or something. But you finished it off, man. You ended it hard, man. You ended it strong, man. Chronic Gamer, OC dude. God, yeah, a lot of Isaac talk here today, guys. I guess he's pissed off quite a few people. I have nothing to do with that. I can't speak for that man at all. I'm not gonna even try. Fireman in the house. What is up, Fireman 38? What's going on, man? I actually turned 38 next week, man. Was it next Wednesday? I think it is. Is my birthmas. Let's see. Today's the 24th. Yep. Oh my goodness, guys, less than a week away. Holy crap! I'll be 38 years old. Maybe it's a little over a week. I can't remember right now. Let me see here. Let's take a look at this calendar real quick. Yep, next Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. What the hell? Guys, thank goodness I was literally gonna call this today's stream Happy Monday or something. I thought today was freaking Monday. Holy shite. Feels like a Monday. Damn. I think I even started it with Happy Monday, didn't I, guys? I apologize. Happy Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday, guys. Right on. That's right. Because I would have took the turkey out too early on Monday. Anyways, oh my goodness, man. AKA 007 in the house. OC turned 26 this past Saturday. Happy birthday, brother. I remember when I was turned 26. California Ford F-150. Thank you so much. Got the heart googly eyes. Am I looking good today? I'm feeling kind of good today. I'm kind of feeling myself today, just in a real simple way. You know what I mean? And yeah. Tyler, thank you so much. Got some hearts right there. Yeah, thank y'all. Y'all making me feel good today, man. How about that? Dr. Pepper in the house. What is up? Let me do this something here. Mrs. Dr. Pepper is a moderator. Thank you so much. I know, talking about calling people's works and shit like that, I noticed on Twitter the other day that Isaac would actually try and dox my friend Dr. Pepper. I'm like, what the fuck did this person ever do to any damn body? You know? Now we got a reason, man. Yeah, she's a mod. Holy shit. California F-150 says, right, you're welcome. Cheers, coffee. Got myself a Mountain Dew, guys. I really, really need to stop this shit. I have just been on a rampage with sodas since the Voodoo Mountain Dew came out in early October. And man, I put on some weight, guys. I am at 211 pounds. I'm almost right there, back to my drinking weight, man. Back whenever I used to, as a hard alcoholic, I kept around between 210 and 225. And guys, here I am at 211 with no drinking whatsoever, you know. But this is my quarantine bod. This is my quarantine bod. I got to get it down. Oh man, the jiggly's going and cow. It's not so bad, but damn, you feel it. You know how you get whenever you're just, you're not eating well. Tyler, thank you so much, says your hero. Thank you so very much. I'm taking enough bullets and arrows, you know what I mean, to maybe be considered a hero to some. But I'm a little more humble than that. I wouldn't consider myself a hero as much as I am just kind of a screw up on a stage. You know what I mean? But hey, we find hope and we find redemption in just everyday things and people. You know what I mean? So I know you all look up to me in that aspect. That as far as I don't try to pretend to be anybody I'm not. I don't act like I'm a rapper. I don't act like I'm a freaking billionaire. I don't. I don't try to be anything that I'm not. You know what I mean? And you all recognize that. And you appreciate that. You kind of, you gravitate towards that. We get tired of seeing so many damn people on the internet. All right, yeah, we understand. You know how the millennials are. The millennials. I'll say the millennials because I found out yesterday. Me and Erica, we've been watching a lot of Survivor here lately, and we watched Heroes versus Villains. I actually enjoyed that one. Russell, if you ever watched this, man, yeah, you played a good game, but you fucked yourself in the end, man, because these people that you kind of rolled over, they're the ones to vote for you, to give you that million in the end, and he didn't get one vote, But I was watching another one. It was the Gen Xers versus the Millennials, and they say that the Gen X, it stops at 82. the Gen X generation stops at 82, and the Millennial generation starts at 84. And I looked at Erica, and Erica looked at me. I'm born in 82, and Erica's born in 84. And we looked at each other for a second. And then they're, oh, hell no. Yep, you're a fucking millennial. Yeah, she's like, nope. I said, well, Jeff Probst don't lie. Stanley Matuzak, thank you so very much for that $1, bro. I love it so much. And like I say, anything right now that we get this month, I'm going to try and get Erica something nice with. We're at about 260 right now. I'm not sure exactly what I can find. I know she likes jewelry. She's been showing me a lot of jewelry lately. Maybe I can mosey into a jewelry store and pick her out something nice from all of you guys. Maybe some kind of like Wolfie ring or something like that. And yeah, so anyways, Erica, the millennial, right? And what I'm getting at, is millennials, what I mean? They think that like, they dream big. You know what I mean? How does one guy put it? Said that they dream big, but they don't really put forth like the effort into damn anything that they do. You know what I mean? They just think that they can go ahead, just say this, that, and a third on a computer. You know what I mean? Put up a certain character, and just expect to just to make it, to have millions of followers and stuff like that, and it doesn't apply to the real world. You know what I mean? And that's where I really am proud of, like I say, that work ethic. Where like everything that you see me creating for myself right now isn't necessarily coming from the internet. You know what I mean? It's coming from what me and Erica do. The work that me and Erica put in, off camera. You know what I mean? And so many of you guys are in the same boat. You know what I mean? Y'all have seen me pretty much living like a sultan, over at Michael's house, just kick back, in the pool house, at Dad's house, frying candy bars, or in the storylines doing part of it. You know what I mean? It kind of I started up here, and then just not long after that, I just kind of went right back to the gutter where I came from. You know what I mean? And all of you continued to still watch. You know what I mean? And there were so many out there that thought that I was gonna fail. You know what I mean? Like Charlie never had a job. Like even though I've been working since I was 15. Like people, they saw me, in that environment, that YouTube environment, with Angry Grandpa and Kid Behind a Camera, and they just assumed that, I had always lived a privileged life, as it were, whenever that's just, hadn't been the case, and so like I don't know, just to be here where I am now in 2020, not living under a bridge, I'm not, a litany of felonies and misdemeanors under my belt, none of that, I mean, it's awesome, man, and something to be thankful for, And I just wanted to I just want to let you all know, I guess, that I'm thankful for all of you guys. You know what I mean? That that just like, who knows, where I'd be today, without you all. I mean, like, I guess we all seek a certain amount of attention, I guess, in this attention seeking world, you know what I mean, where it's controlled by, Facebook and Instagram and social media and shit like that. It's really the way that we all interact with one another now. So, it's almost like necessity blend in with ego, kind of, I guess, that we all kind of go through. So like, who knows per se, if I didn't have you all here today, would I not still be drinking? You know what I mean? Would I not have fallen in like a certain pit of despair and depression, feeling like, that I'm just no good. I tend to fall into sometimes anyway, even with all of you. It's just like, it's just something that happens to, people that suffer from, any form of depression, whether it's that or whether it's that, and yeah, so who knows, what lengths or what I may have done, taken had I not, moved in with Grandpa, and started the storylines with them, and then had I not, stayed, had you all not stayed in my life in some form or another, and I just want to just let you all know that I appreciate you guys, man. Seriously, Daniel Nelson says, Charlie, as humans, it's only human to attention seek. Everyone always calls out someone for attention seeking, but we all subconsciously do it for our own sake to repair and help with our journeys. I mean, and it is true, and it is something. It's very natural. It's in our, it's in nature. You ever seen those? You ever seen the documentaries, the animal documentaries? Where man tries to seduce woman, or not man, woman, but male tries to seduce female. You got those birds with their brightly colored feathers. If you ever notice, man, like I always thought like red birds were female, like the red, you ever seen like the red robins, the really brightly colored ones? And I'm like, oh, that's a pretty girl. That's a pretty girl. No, like all brightly colored red birds are males. And all the females, you see them, they'll have some of that red, but then they're brown and they're gray and stuff. The males, like a lot, in the bird world, most of the males are brightly colored and they stick out and they do whatever they can. They fluff their feathers out and they turn them bitches sideways. You ever seen that one bird, that can turn his ass like freaking 360 degrees, and he'll fan those feathers and just kind of, like, I mean, so yeah, in a way, sticking out, and showing that you're different, you know what I mean, and catching that eye was pretty much as a way to continue life, to reproduce, to make sure your seed carries on. You know what I mean? So Chrissy says Cardinals, yes. I call them red birds. They either way, they just seem real lucky to me. I've always had my eyes on red birds and stuff. But yeah, it goes for all walks of life, all different creatures and shit, and why should humans be no different? You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, so to have, you know, this audience here with me, you know, whether you guys were good or you guys are bad, you know, whether I was fucking up, you know, whether I would be fucking up or not, you know, like I had you guys, I had this opportunity, you know, and this privilege and this gift, I guess, in a ways, you know, um, to use, you know, for, you know, to either use or abuse, you know. And I did abuse it for quite a while, you know, and there's a lot of you that were right there to let me know it, you know, and 58 people here watching. Thank you all so much, man. And yeah, you know, you all are here watching right now, you know, seeing me as a different man, you know, as it were. And it's good, man. You know, it pleases me, as it were. It pleases me. Joshua Thompson said, Charlie, my birthday is February the 28th. Going to be 36. Nice, man. We got a lot of middle ages here around my age. That's quite telling. I appreciate that. Gravitating towards you, what you know, I guess. Bobo says his birthday is Monday. Going to be 18. Want to get my first tattoo. What advice can you give me? Not people, don't care what people think about it. I like my mom is going to get mad. All right, if your mom's going to get mad, then I would say something almost mom related. I would almost kind of either try and ease the blow or dig it in even deeper, you know. I don't know. I love mom. I don't know what kind of image are you going for, man? Get you a skull or some voodoo shit. Daniel Nelson, his birthday is today. Bullshit. 11/25/97. What? It's only 11/24 here. Are you from the future? Holy shit. Happy birthday, bro. Man, don't you guys that have your birthdays, you know, right here around this time? Bradley, mwah, thank you so very much. What's up, Bradley? Charlie. Hey, Bradley. Aren't you guys so glad? The ones that have birthdays, you know, during the holidays like this, like, isn't it wonderful? Like, isn't it just nice? You know, just I don't know, man. Like having a birthday with the Christmas tree up. You know what I mean? I remember like they would put my birthday presents under the Christmas tree. Go ahead and get your birthday presents, Charlie. And you know, I'd get my presents from under the tree for my birthday. You know, and yeah, you know, just all the good feelings that come with that. You know, the wisdom that come with it. You know, I've never had a Christmas themed birthday party, and I don't know why. Now that I think about it, like, why have I never had like a birthday party where the guys all dressed up like elves and the girls dressed up like elves or whatever? I remember why. I started working at fucking 15. I didn't have any of that shit. Here, Gage Pelagi, who hates McJuggernuggets. I guess I don't hate him. He hasn't done anything to me personally, so yeah. Daniel Nelson says, can someone tell me about the new AGP video? Where can I find it? Yes, guys, it's so awesome. Came back home last night, man. Ordered us a supreme pizza from Domino's. If you order online, you know, you use the app, you can get it for like $10. I'm lying, $12. I'm lying, $12.99. And yeah, it was delicious, man. It's just, you know, delicious. And so anyways, got back home and I noticed that there was a grandpa video up, you know, and I was like, okay, well, let's check this out. You know, is it, you know, Michael talking with like clips or whatever, or is it an actual video, you know? And it is an actual video of dad, dude. Like dad sets the camera up by himself or whatever. And he sits right there in the kitchen with the camera, you know, he's vlogging. Like dad actually sat there and made a fucking a cooking vlog. You know what I mean? And it was just nice to see. It really was. I don't care if there was no editing to it, none of that bullshit. You know what I mean? It was just dad in his natural element, you know, and he was trying so hard for you guys, you know, like that was one thing that really struck me, you know what I mean, was just sitting here watching him putting all this effort, you know, forth into bringing you guys, his recipes. There was nothing that Dad wanted more, and I felt so bad because I regret it. He would always try and get with me and Lauren and shit, and Michael, and try and get a cookbook going, And I would always tell him, yeah, I can write. What do you want? What do you want? But we never actually got the freaking wheels rolling. I should have just came forth and maybe did a few sketches, and then wrote out some of it, and be like, here's what I got, and then maybe had Dad be like, okay, Bo, this looks good, let's do it, And Chrissy said she thinks Jen filmed it. Well, that's still, it was still just Dad in that, just the prone camera position, it wasn't, it was just different. However, I don't know how else to describe it. It was different, and it was a long video of Dad, you know what I mean? Showing us all how to make his pecan pie. And I think that I would like to try and make it maybe this weekend or for Thanksgiving. I know Erica she really enjoys her walnuts and pecans and stuff. And she sees a freaking pecan tree or a walnut tree, even on somebody's property, she'll stop the car. She'll stop the car. Are those pecans? And then she'll run over and start picking. I'm like, babe, come on, you're gonna get shot in the ass, And yeah, so I'd like to maybe make that, and kind of, I don't know, just connect with Dad a little bit on that personal note, And by the way, Erica also wants some mac and cheese. She says she wants a real mac and cheese done this year. I haven't done one in quite a while, but I make a good mac and cheese. So I don't know if I'm gonna vlog any of the cooking Thursday. I feel like maybe I should, guys. Like I haven't done a video with you all in quite a while. I haven't shared our lives with you all in a while, and we kind of miss it, So I thinking about maybe filming while I cook this Thanksgiving. Don't hold me to that, but yeah. Josh Thompson says, hey, I've watched the Angry Grandpa show and Kid Behind the Camera for a very long time, and I always watch y'all. I love you guys, especially Angry Grandpa. He says, I miss him, and y'all are awesome people. We all miss Dad, bro, and it's moments like this whenever Michael, respect to him, and right now, whenever Michael brings out these bangers, like if you do have any more bangers like that, I don't know if you feel like maybe like they're unworthy because they're not edited or anything, or just the camera quality isn't so great. It doesn't matter, we all love that. We all love that shit. What I saw yesterday was excellent, man. And I know that so many other Angry Grandpa fans that were just so elated to have that yesterday. You know what I mean? Really, I bet it was almost like a gift to everybody. I know a lot of people are talking about it, and yeah, it's quite active. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it was really heart touching, bro. Like I'm sitting here right now trying to fight off, tears and stuff like that. I've been, I don't know, last couple of years and stuff have just been emotional for me. Like I guess, Dad died December 10th. I can only imagine, how Dad felt, with Grandma dying like on Christmas Day, Dad always had somewhat of a Grinch side to him, like he would start off the holidays, right before Thanksgiving and stuff, just good to go, all into it, and then by Christmas Day, the tree had to be down by 12 o'clock. By 12 p.m. Christmas afternoon, that tree was down, he couldn't get over it fast enough, and I just feel like, a big part of it, is his mother passing away, and yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit, even though he didn't pass on Christmas Day, it was still right around that time, so let's see here. Bradley says, you see the old interview where they called Jennifer Mike's wife. Yeah, that's something that we all laugh about. We used to laugh about together as a family and shit. Like I say, I remember I was there for that video when the video got done, And then I was also there, you know, whenever True TV came and interviewed, you know. And how embarrassing. Like, yeah, you know, we would just make fun of Michael and Jennifer for like the longest time after that. Husband and wife. But yeah, you know, I don't know how they, yeah, I don't know why those people said that, but yeah, you know. Let's see here. Says I make dumb videos. Says I need help, Charlie. Can we talk? I need a friend. Yeah, man. You know, send me a message on my Facebook. My profile picture is this outfit right here. I literally just went outside and took me a picture and then shared it and then went live. And yeah, man, I'll talk to you for a minute, man. See if maybe I can help you out, or you can ask me on here, man. Hopefully, I don't miss any comments. We got 81 people, so it should be all right. I shouldn't miss anything. Realborn artist Sarah Ward. Hey, Realborn, what is up? Says, did you show Erica the Realborns? I did not. I'm sorry about that. All you guys that are here watching, though, go check out Realborn artist Sarah Ward on Facebook, man. Like, she has like the most realistic uh, uh, infant doll babies. No, I don't know exactly how to call them. What do you call them? Um, I think that they're mainly for like people with like dementia or women that are like grieving from a loss, you know, postpartum, whatever. I can't talk right now. You know, this is a little deep right here. This subject matter is a little deep for me right now. I make lifelike babies for grieving briefing moms and kids. Yeah. So check that out, man. If you know anybody that has lost a child, you know, that are grieving. My battery is running low. Let me get my my charger cord. Give me 1 second. No, that's not it. Okay, be right back. Oh. Okay. Oh, guys, I gotta show you, man. I got myself a jumpsuit. Y'all want to see? Erica bought me. I thought we had matching jumpsuits, but we don't. But Erica bought me a jumpsuit last Christmas, and got it like 2 days after Christmas. Like, so it was like 90% off. Check this out. Oh, bro, I'm gonna be rocking Christmas b-boy style this year. Check that out, man. Got the got the plush crushed fake leather. I mean, velvet pants with green with the red lining on it. Got a little Phantom Santa right there. Got the hat. We don't know where the rest of them Santa and ghosted out right there. And then check out the back, bro. Ow! Like a rhinestone reindeer right there, baby. I might have to put this on and then go do some videos. What do you guys think? I think maybe get me an elf hat or a reindeer hat. I've got this right here, this Canadian hat. I'm not sure if those are elk horns or, yeah, I need to maybe get me a horn hat or something. And then maybe go do some Christmas videos in my gear right here. Do some exploring videos or go to Walmart and mess with people. Erica keeps talking about she wants to get some liquid ass and spray it all over herself and then go up to like random dudes and other women and just ask, you know, random questions and get their reactions. And that's something I thought about maybe doing as well, you know. So let's see here. Daniel Nielsen, I watched AGP's new video. So can someone tell me why eggs are white in America and brown in Australia? I don't know, man. Like maybe y'all's eggs are fresher. I heard something about eggs here in America, like they will be stored in a fucking freezer or like a cooler type situation for months, 7, 8, 9 months. before they're even sold to the public. Is that true? Someone let me know if that's true or not. Bradley Fletcher says, nice. Reminds me of the Christmas fashion show that Mike made your dad do. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one. I remember, was that the one with the Elvis? Is that one where dad was dressed up like Elvis, or did dad actually dress up like Santa, or what? Spider Jack says, "Is Christmas your favorite holiday, Charlie?" I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I really do enjoy Halloween and shit, but honestly, there really is nothing like Christmas to me, with all the lights. I love going to check out like Christmas tree parks and shit like that. Excuse my language, guys. Just the connection of friends and family, you know what I mean? Just, even random strangers out on the street, where, a little quicker to tell each other Merry Christmas or something like that. Everybody just seems a little nicer to one another. We get gifts, we get presents and stuff like that, and I mean, good food. Like, I cannot wait until like these damn the meat and cheese platters come out, man. Well, they're already out, but I just needed an excuse to buy one, um and yeah, man, just the movies, man. I just noticed that Hulu has just updated their watch list. I think Netflix is going to be updating it, HBO Max, Disney. They're all updating their watch list with all the new holiday stuff. I've been watching a lot of Family Guys this morning, watching a lot of the Goldbergs, all of Christmas crap, and Thanksgiving crap. I've just been consuming, since like November started, and they actually just updated with some new movies and stuff. And man, yeah, I'm feeling like I'm older now. I hadn't seen a lot of these movies in so long. I want to watch Dad's favorite holiday movie, which was It's a Wonderful Life. He watched it every year. He loved it. And it was something that I could never really get into, growing up, because it was black and white. I really couldn't see through the lack of color. I needed it to have a little pop, and so like I'm really looking forward to watching that, and seeing, feeling a little bit how Dad felt, whenever he was my age. Like I say, man, I tell you guys that, like, here I am I'm about to turn 38, and I remember Dad doing things at 38. If I can remember closely enough, I could remember Dad's birthday, his 38th birthday or something, Hunkler the clown. They're talking about eggs still. It says, "I won't touch a brown egg. Don't like them. Don't like them intermingling with." Oh man, yeah. All right, I see you. I see where you went with that rhetoric. I was just gonna say, man, like, I remember, um, uh, brown eggs moving up to Maine. Dave and them. Oh, Dave and Brian out there. They had some chickens. And they plucked their own chickens out of the nest, and they weren't bad. I got to tell you, whenever, like, the first one, like, even though it didn't taste bad, like, I was still kind of like, oh, this is a wild egg. This is a fresh egg. What is up with this egg or whatever? And I almost made myself not like it, but it was actually pretty good. Johnny Lingo, what's up, Johnny Lingo? Much love to you, brother. I've actually got a little bit of money now. I'm going to send, I have like $10 extra. I'm going to go ahead and send this to Dawn. Miss Sarah Ward says, thank you. You're welcome, Sarah. Hopefully some people will come check out your Facebook page. Post a link here on the live stream. But yeah, not exactly sure how much this is going to cost. Can't cost more than $10. I've got $10 to spare. And this bad boy is going to be going to my sister Dawn out there in Alabama. And yeah, because of you guys, because of you, and because of Ace, part of me almost wonders, what I'm saying? I'm not trying to talk too much shit or whatever, but part of me wonders, if Michael was like, the plushies are no longer for sale, because they didn't want us to get one or whatever, and now that me and Don both have one, they're back up for sale. I doubt that. I honestly think that it's more of like a profit thing for them, more of a quick cash grab, I guess. But I don't know. Wouldn't that be kind of shitty? Like, oh, Charlie can't have one, Don can't have one, and they still had more like in warehouses or whatever. I don't know. Like I say, I'm trying not to think about that kind of shit right now because it's the holidays. All that shit will still be here in January. I'm trying to focus on love and positivity. But I can't help it, man. I'm a yin yang. Sometimes it's just just the bad just kind of just comes out. Demon Crat says Michael wants you to rot, Charlie. Yeah, I know. And I got to tell you what really helps and what really makes me say, mwah, love you, Mike, is the fact that, I'm not rotting, and the more that I, just live my life, you know what I mean? And do what's right, and enjoy my life, with, Erica and all of you, then that just pisses them off, makes them a little madder, and if anything, I could find a little consolation in that, Liam Rankin think it's mad that your mom lives in a trailer and Mike's a millionaire. Well, I mean, like you say, I mean, God, like this is what y'all want to talk about, ain't it? This is what y'all want to talk about, it seems. Oh shit. Damn. But unfortunately, like there has been no growth, exhibited, on that side, to really get on about, I guess. There's been nothing positive going on, with excuse me, with the channels and the vlogs and stuff, like Michael and them, like they obviously know that at this point now, like they have to make their lives seem as worse as possible for people to watch, for people to be interested. You know what I mean? Here it is, like they're on the cusp of like engagement. Which by the way, me and Eric are, man, I think I'm gonna be saving up for an engagement ring right now. So I guess me and Michael were both like on the cusp of like, an engagement, with the women we love and stuff, but like instead, Michael has to talk about, my ex wants to divorce me and stuff, when it could be so much different, you know what I mean? When they can almost turn this into like a highlight of their lives type situation, with a wonderful daughter, Mia's about to start walking and talking and becoming a little person of her own. You know what I mean? Like that right there, is enough to lighten any man's heart. I don't care how mean you may be, how bad things may have been in your past. You know what I mean? There's a certain softening, you know what I mean, that comes with that, and unfortunately I missed it with Skylar, very regretfully, me and her mom just couldn't, come to terms, but I am very much looking forward to that, with Erica. Like Erica wants a kid, you know what I mean? She wants to do the family thing, and for the longest time I was like, man, not me, like Skylar turns 18, I'm gonna be 40 and I'm done. I don't have to pay child support. I don't have to work. Even if I don't go to work, I still won't go to jail. I'm gonna be a bum. I swear to God, man, part of me was like, I'm just gonna be a freaking bum. I've been living all my life, the last 18 years, with the fact that if you don't work, you're going to jail. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if you don't work, you don't pay your child support, you're going to jail. So like I really saw a romantic side to just getting out on the road and being free, not having to, just feel like I was like taking that noose from around my neck, when that's not the case at all. You know what I mean? Like all of my child support payments that were going to Skylar and shit for all these years, it went to her, whether it was, you know, whether directly or indirectly, you know what I mean, all my child support towards her was beneficial towards her, you know. So there's no reason that I should be spiteful of that, you know. And you know, besides that, besides the whole glorified beach bum, you know, road murderer, I'm gonna be the highway killer. You know. Besides all that shite, you know, like you know, like I would like to have a kid. I would like to have another kid, you know, being in like the stable position that I am now, you know, and knowing, you know, that that I want to do right and that I can do right, you know, and that a lot of those demons, you know what I mean, are kind of behind me. They're still within me, but you know, I mean, they're behind me, you know. Um and I don't know, just like, you know, have another chance at it, you know what I mean? Just to, you know, have another kid that I can watch, that I can mold, I can watch grow up, and I can enjoy all that crap, you know, all those highlights in life, you know, that I missed out, you know, with Skylar. You know, I had the opportunity to do that now with Erica, you know. And now granted, we're getting close, you know what I mean? Like Erica's 36, I'm about to be 38, you know, like it's getting to be about that time, you know. But Erica, yeah, she's quite mature, you know, very mature. Um and you know, I wouldn't, like, when I think about it, I don't see any negatives, you know, like, and I like, because like I was always fearful, you know, after having Skylar, and then me and her mom, you know, ins and outs, and then ultimately child support, and well, not ultimately child support, ultimately heartbreak, you know, whenever we just finally just eventually just separated, you know. It was pretty much for the best for both of us, you know. Like, we kept coming together, we kept meeting after so long and messing around and shit and breaking each other's hearts, and separated, coming back, that, you know, we just like finally were like, you know what, just you know. And that was one of the hardest things to do ever, you know. Because, you know, like up to that point, I had Skylar in my life, you know. I showed you guys the video, you know, of her tearing up the snowman and shit, you know. And she would come to my house, you know, all the time, sometimes even during the work week, you know. And I had to let all that go, you know, because, you know, me and her mom just could not have, you know, a relationship, you know, whether, you know, cordial or yeah, I don't know, you know, it just didn't work and shit. And Erica's not like that, you know. And like, I was afraid that somebody else, that I would end up messing around and having another child with somebody that would do the same thing to me. Now I'm sitting here paying child support for 40 years. You know what I mean? Like, me and Erica get together, you know, we have a kid, you know, I start drinking again and I screw it all up, and Erica leaves me and hits me with child support. Now I'm paying freaking child support till I'm 60 years old. Like, holy crap. You know, this is the type of shit that was in the back of my, that has been in my head a little bit, you know. And, but you know, I know that Erica is not like that, you know, as long as, you know, as we've been together, you know, she has been, you know, tried and true, you know what I mean? And, yeah, I can trust her. I really feel, you know. Yeah. Dawn of the Dead says, if Skylar sees any of your videos, she knows you love her, bud. Just keep your head up. Well, I mean, you know, yeah, like I talked with Skylar like in 2017, you know. I'd moved back down from Maine to Columbia to spend time with her and stuff, and then it would just get all shook up, and, you know, ultimately wouldn't take place. But she would tell me, you know, when we were on the phone and stuff, like, she would tell me, like, she hates me. She's like, I hate you, but I love you. You know, you know, there's a lot of shit that we got to talk about. You know, like, I hate you, but you're still my dad. I love you, and I want to know you. You know, and I really feel like, you know, a lot of that hate is like misdirected, misguided. You know, she's just confused. You know, and some of it is just natural. You know what I mean? There's going to be a certain natural resentment, you know, that she's going to hold towards me because, you know, me, her natural born father, has not been in her life, you know, especially in these more formidable years of her life, you know, these teenage years when she looks to a father, you know, for approval and acceptance and guidance and shit, you know, and I'm not there, you know. And like, that's a fact I come to accept and understand, you know, because that's how I would feel, you know, whenever I try to think about how somebody else would feel about something, or how you know, what's going through somebody else's mind, you know, I try to put myself in their shoes. I try to see, well, if I was them, you know, like I would have issues towards my father as well, you know, like, you know, it is what it is, you know. And I don't know. Like I don't know, guys, we're going down a rabbit hole. Aunt Becky, what is up? Aunt Becky, happy Thanksgiving week to you. Hopefully you guys have Thursday and Friday off. No, me and Erica do. Not me, but Erica. We're making us some turkey. Yeah. So thank you for joining in, Aunt Becky. Thank you for bringing your tool here with us. It doesn't seem like there's too much hate or anything going on in here. You know, that seems to kind of have slowed down a lot. But, oh, yeah, you said no, you have to work. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, gripes. You know, that was a big gulp. That was a big gulp. Bradley Fletcher. I watched your North Charleston Memories video the other day, and you showed the trailer where AGP's first video was. Your childhood memory videos are by far my favorite from you. And it sucked because I didn't get to go too close to the house. When we rode by it, man, you seen there was a couple of winos hanging out front, man, sipping back on a couple of tall boys. And it just seemed like they were ready for trouble. They weren't looking for it, but they were ready for it. We were right out there in Hanahan, or right outside of Hanahan and shit, in a rough area, you know. So I didn't get to show too much of the trailer, but I'm glad that you enjoyed what you saw, man. That's really awesome. I know those are certain sides that, you know, that Michael and them haven't brought to you, you know. Yeah, you know, so it's something new, you know, something different, and something that you guys appreciate. I remember the last time that I was there, guys, I wanted to take you by Charlie Brown Seafood, um, because they're closing it down, guys. I know you all remember that Charlie Brown Seafood video. Dad was good friends with the owner lady up there, and I don't know if they changed the name or not, but she ended up selling the company off to another individual because she was just done after 45 years, and she had her right hand man was stealing from her and stuff like that. And I wanted to go over there and show you that, and it was just, you know, that would have been a video, you know, going by an old seafood place. Most people have been like, man, what the hell, a seafood place? Who gives a shit? Excuse me, but you know, it holds memories for you guys. You know, I don't like that video actually. You know what I mean? Like, because like there was that, you know, and there was those people drinking out in front. I couldn't get you know, a really good shot of the video of the trailer. We went by the substation too. I was hoping to see Derek out there. Derek wasn't there. They were getting ready to close up shop, you know, because the whole COVID, you know, deal. There was nobody there, so they were leaving. They were shutting the store down for the day. The sandwiches sucked, man. I got to tell you, bro, I was highly disappointed in the product that was delivered to me for my money's worth, man. You know, like it was just a smashed up, fucked up sandwich. They were just trying to get out of there. Yeah, you know, but I always go through that shit. Every time that I'm vlogging, I go somewhere and I try to you know, I try to present, you know, this, that, or a third to you all, you know, from my mind's eye and my point of view. I just feel like I ramble on, or I stutter. You know, I got a tendency to stutter whenever I'm, you know, feeling anxious, or my mind's working too fast from my mouth, as it were, you know. And I always just feel like I blow the video, you know. It just ruined it, you know. But I really appreciate really appreciate the feedback like that, Bradley. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I got to remember that, man. Like, I put too much pressure on myself just to do these dumb little, you know, vlogs, dumb little videos. You know, I think I'm making something, you know, when I need to just go ahead and just, you know, just relax and just live in the moment, you know, with the people that I'm there with, you know, and just act like the camera's just an extension, you know, like You know, and it's really going to be it's really going to be difficult for me, guys, once I start vlogging again, because I haven't vlogged. And when's the last vlog that we did? You know, I'm not talking about you know, reviews, taste sample bullshits, lives, or any of that. When's the last time that I actually presented a vlog for you all? You know, it's been a while, you know, and you know, that's something that I'm gonna have to grow back into. You know, like whenever I was in rehab, just those 30 days in rehab. You know what I mean? I got out, and I'm sitting there trying to vlog myself a little bit in the airport coming back to Charleston. And I was just embarrassed. I was nervous. I was, yeah, Charlie here. And I see somebody, and I kind of just put down. You know, something I'm gonna have to get back into, I think. Let's see here. Junior, much love to you, Bubba. Thank you for joining. Says, I love pumpkin pie with some white cream on top. What? Huh? Oh, what the hell? You better start getting to explaining that white cream. What kind of white cream exactly do you like on your pumpkin pie? I got to tell you, man, like I used to hate pumpkin pie all my life growing up. I hated the thought of pumpkin pie. It wasn't like I tasted it, just didn't like it. You know what I mean? But you look at a pumpkin and you tear it open, you know, and you look at the guts and the seeds, and it's all pulpy, and it's not a fruit that you normally eat, you know, and then it's all just ground up and then, you know, into a pie shell. Just looks like fart cream. You talking about white cream? It looks like brown cream. And Liam Rankin says special homemade cream. And yeah. And yeah, man. So like I just would not eat pumpkin pie, man. And I gotta tell you that like it's one of my bigger regrets, you know, like sitting thinking about a nice slice of pumpkin pie right now. You know, and I really would have enjoyed that as a 13-year-old. Like, I swear to God, dude, like, I don't think that I tried I don't think I tried pumpkin pie until I was like 21, 22. Swear to goodness, man, my whole childhood and teens, it was all coffee, it was all chocolate cake, pecan pie, or nothing. You know, like, I didn't want no sweet potato pie, I didn't want no pumpkin pie. You know, give me the sweet shit, you know. Lee Wade, much love to you guys. Says, hey, buddy, the family from Mayberry. Thank you guys for joining us. And we're joining me. Eric is at work. And yeah, I just took my turkey out of the freezer. It is in the refrigerator right now. And I think I'm going to go on here online here in a few minutes and see what different kinds of ways to cook this bird. I don't know if I want to do some kind of brine. I watched Bob's Burgers, man. I know it's a cartoon, but Bob's Burgers said something about a bag brine that they brine for like 24 hours. And I was very much interested in that. So Mike Hunt, shout out to Mike Hunt. I love Mike Hunt. Junior says, okay. I thought you were going to be telling what kind of, I thought you were going to be describing your white cream for a minute there. RP says, hey, Charlie, nice seeing you again. Well, thank you, man. Nice seeing you again, too, RP. Hope all is well with you. Hopefully, I'm looking cleaner and clearer by the day. I'm almost at 6 months sober and super, super happy. You know what I mean? It's Thanksgiving. Next week's my birthday. Then Christmas is coming up. New Year's is coming up. I start my new job, I think, the week after next. I'm about to be driving around in a nice little Jeep, you know. Dr. Pepper says, no Chinese for you this year, huh? Nope. Damn sure ain't. So anyways, what was it? This was back in this was right after I moved to Columbia. Right around the time the dad was getting big, you know, I ended up moving up to Columbia and, you know, accepted an assistant manager's position up there, you know, and this was what, 2009, I think it was 2009, 2010. I think it was 2009. And Anyway, man, I was first Thanksgiving. Actually, that was like the fall. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna have myself a Thanksgiving by myself. For Thanksgiving. I was living in Columbia, didn't have any Well, all my family were in Charleston, but at this point, guys, I was drinking. My drinking was completely out of control, and I had isolated myself. I had pushed everybody away and stuff, and was intent on having myself a merry little Christmas, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I bought myself a turkey. I spent like $100 on food, on shit, just for myself. You know what I mean? I was gonna cook my pain away, as it were. And dude, I woke up Thanksgiving morning to get ready to start the turkey and shit. And I figured that the turkey would be a couple hours. Put in a little bit of water or something like that. Let it thaw, almost like a pack of hamburger meat or something like that. I took this turkey out the freezer Thanksgiving morning. Spent like $100 on turkey and macaroni and shit, and I didn't even make it, man. Like the turkey was all frozen, and I was like, "Oh hell with it, fuck it, I'm gonna go get drunk," and I did too, man. I ended up riding out to went to the liquor store and my beer spot, and then I went to this Chinese place. I wanted to show you guys last time I went. The Chinese place. I don't know if Dad ever took y'all to the Golden Dragon in Columbia, or not, in West Columbia. We would go there almost once a week, damn near, man, and we would actually watch these people's kids grow up from children, to adults, and as a matter of fact, the young son that would work the register, he turned out to have some form of dwarfism, because he was still almost the same size, same height, from when we knew him back in like 96, that he was when I saw him like 2 years ago. And I don't know if y'all have it or not, and no one's seen it. Doesn't seem like that doesn't really ring a bell with anybody. Yeah, well, anyways, that place is closed down right now. But so I would go and I would get myself like this buffet bar, you know what I'm saying? It was spend $7 and you can get you a buffet plate to go. They don't really do that anymore, right? Because people like me, I would freaking rob them, dude. I would go in there and I wouldn't bullshit around with no rice, no noodles. Man, I went straight to the fucking meat and egg rolls, bro. And I would just have my shit stuffed down so much. Check this out, bro. It's like, I can't have nothing to destroy right now. But like, you get yourself your carton, right? And you fill it all down with meat and every fucking thing you want. Then you take the top off and you kind of you kind of do a little coughing. You don't want to cough over the food, man. You're gonna piss somebody off, but you cough. You tear the lid off of that styrofoam carton, right? So then you can just kind of sit the lid on top and get you some more meat and stack it down, and then you get some of the teriyaki sticks. The meats with the teriyaki. It's like it's got the wooden stakes, the little fondue sticks that go through the meat hanks. Anyway, you pull them things out of your teriyakis, and you shove it down. You get you about 4 or 5 steaks, and you shove them down into the top of that tray. And that way the lid, it has the illusion of being closed, because they say that if you can't close the lid, then you can't leave the store with that plate of food, So you go ahead and you tear the lid off, and then you stack your food, you put it back down, and then you jab it with the sticks, and keep it on top. The illusion of it being closed. Man, and I would take so much food that this shit would like last me 2 and 3 days. I would end up throwing food away. And that's what I end up doing Thanksgiving, guys. I still had a freaking an Xbox, 360, I think. No, I don't even know if I had a 360 at the time. I had the first Xbox still. I had a modded Xbox. I could play Nintendo 64 games and shit on the very first Xbox. And that's what I did. I don't even remember. I probably got drunk, stupid drunk, pissed myself, puked myself, and passed out in my plate of Chinese food. And that was Thanksgiving of 2009. So here we are 11 years later. I think I'm doing a lot better. Holy shit. I sit back and I think about those days, man. Like, I had a really good job. I was making 32 grand a year. I wasn't going to make any more than that, though. I really didn't see myself making any more than that because the company wasn't really going anywhere. It's been struggling for a long time. It's still struggling. But still, nonetheless, man, I was making salary. You know, I had a side hustle. I was cutting grass on the side. You know, I had a real good chance to make something with myself down there, and alcohol fucked it up. You know, so I'm glad to have cut that out of my life. RP, much love, says, I got so much respect for you. Anyone who respects my religion has my full respect and support. Also, just you as a person, you have interesting stories. We love to hear more. Definitely, man. Like as I'm sitting here listening to other people's stories, and seeing what other people go through and shit, and just listening, like it really brings light to everything that I've been through. There are times and a lot of instances in my life, I downplay, because I was a part of them, because I went through it. It's not the same as if you went through it, or something. Like there's something a little grander, a little larger about somebody else going through something as opposed to you going through it yourself. You know what I mean? So when I look back on my prison days, per se, it's kind of like, yeah, I was there, and it just loses a little power to it. When I tell you guys, like about, these stories of me being in prison and shit, you know what I mean? A lot of you guys are like, oh shit, like Thanksgiving, I spent 2 Thanksgivings in prison, one of those times y'all would actually know me in 2016. I was, maybe even 2015. I have to look it up. But right after I got with Dad, might have been 2015. As a matter of fact, I had moved in with Dad in August, and because I was going to go to rehab and stuff, and I was looking at a violation, a probation violation, and you violate, you have to go up. Immortal, thank you so very much, man. Says, here's to the bad times for molding us for the better. Thank you, man. Hey, for you guys as well. You know what I mean? Like, so many of you out there that would say, hey, Charlie, man, relax. Charlie, chill. Charlie, don't do this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? And I just wouldn't listen to you. I would resent you guys. All 90 of you here watching, thank you so very much for joining us. But I would resent you guys, man. I'd be like, telling you what to do, and damn it, he's right, but I still want to do it, So, like I said earlier, where would I be without you guys, and so yeah, man, I thank you all for helping me stay, straight, and holding me accountable as well. It means a lot to me, man. And hell, I forgot my story. Oh yeah, I was going on prison, so like I had gotten into a hit and run. You know what I mean? With the company vehicle, the same company that I had worked for almost 10 years, guys. Same company that would give me a discount on rent. Same company that would hook me up with the side hustle, cutting grass and shit. The same company that would pretty much do everything for me to move me up to Columbia and help me establish myself. I would turn around and I would shit on them. I would go out to a friend's house party one night and show my ass, get kicked out, and drive home drunk. And I would rear end a young college couple about a mile from my house, and I end up losing it all over stupidity, over alcoholism, and next thing I know, I find myself lost it all, and I got back at my uncle's house, then to my dad's house. They gave me 6 months and like a $2,200 fine or something like that. I ended up spending like 90 some odd days, in county jail before they would release me and give me, another 6 months to come up with $2,200, which I'm living with my uncle, you know what I mean? I can't find fucking work. I'm working at this temp service. I'm making like $40 a week, and I'm using all that for alcohol while my mom pays, buys me groceries on her food stamp card. It's just horrible times, and I couldn't afford I couldn't afford child support. I couldn't afford to pay this fine that was over my head, and I just knew that I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? And um, we did. I was in violation, man. I was roaming around for a good 6 months or so, maybe even a year, without. I had warrants for me. I had a warrant for child support, and then I had a warrant on me for the hit and run, leaving the scene of an accident. And so here I am, almost a year into it, just constantly looking over my shoulders and shit. Like, you ever been on the run? Have you ever knowingly had warrants against you? It's not a very fun existence. You know what I mean? Like, I would never leave the house unless like it was absolute necessary. Like, friends would come over, we'd go to Blaze or whatever. There is no riding around smoking. Nah, fuck that. And yeah, none of that. Like, it wasn't just riding up to the gas station to get a pack of cigarettes and cooling it. You know what I mean? Like, I literally we needed groceries or something, like, just because even if I was in the car, it doesn't matter whether I was driving or not. Just being in the car, if we get pulled over and they run our licenses, I'm going to fucking jail, And so, I mean, it was a constant damn, have you ever heard of sirens? Sirens, out in the street or whatever going by, and you think maybe they're coming for you? You ever run from sirens and they're not even coming for you? Oh my God, guys, I can tell y'all stories, man. Like, it wasn't a good existence, So like, I got with Dad, and he's like, let's go ahead and take care of it, Bo. I'll put money on your canteen, you're gonna be all right. I had to turn myself in for the child support and the damn the hit and run. End up doing what, 2 months on the child support, and I did 94 days. No, I didn't. I did like 64 days on the hit and run. But check this out, guys. Being that it was a 6-month sentence, they gave me 6 months plus they gave me, $2,200 fine. I had already done like 90 some odd days in county, that they accredited towards the 6 months. and then I would violate, and I would have to go finish off the remainder of those 6 months. Well, it wasn't but like 90 days that I had to do. But any sentence that you were given over 90 days, you are required in the state of South Carolina anyway, to spend those days. You must fulfill your time in prison. You can't sit in county 120 days unless you have not been to court. You see people that are in county and shit 2.5, 3 years and shit, appeal after appeal after appeal. You know what I mean? Like they haven't even been sentenced yet. Once you're sentenced, if it's over 90 days, up the road you go. And I didn't know that was happening. I swear to God, I thought I was just gonna be, cooling it in county. You know what I mean? Maybe I'd go to the easy pod. I'd have canteen and I'd just be cooling it. And that what happened, man. They shipped me straight up the damn road to prison, dude. Got me naked in front of everybody, you know what I mean? Shaved my head bald. And that's where I sat, for what was it? Right before Christmas. You guys remember Dad actually bought a whole shit ton of turkeys. 93 people watching. Thank you all for watching. How has prison been able? All right, well, I'll get that in a second, Rankin. You guys remember Dad had bought like a shitload of turkeys back in 2016, and he was going to give them out. I wanted to be there for that so bad, but I couldn't. And I went to jail. Right, it must have been like November. It was like November 15th. Yes, because I would actually like tell Dad, let me just have Friday the 13th. I was like, let me have this weekend and that weekend. Then let me have Friday the 13th, and I swear I'll turn myself in. And I did. That Monday, I turned myself in. And so it was the 14th, the 16th, November 16th that I turned myself in. And there I would sit in prison until December 31st, guys. Oh my goodness. They had this thing where prison was so overpopulated. Let's say, my release date was actually like the 25th, but, being that prison was so overpopulated, they would, they would release you on the first of the month. No matter whether, even if it was January 31st, you'll get out January 1st, and being that January 1st is a holiday, they let you out the day before, so they actually let me out on New Year's Eve, bro. Swear to God, man. I stepped out of prison, man, with a pair of somebody's pants on with rhinestones all over the back, and this big old yellow FUBU shirt I had no business wearing. And Dad gave me a cell phone. I won't forget it, man. Dad gave me a cell phone, smartphone, and then Lauren gave me this paper mache blunt, dude, that was like that freaking big, dude. It was like a cone. Looked like a joint. She had it all crumpled up and stuff, and then she got some red gift wrapping paper and shoved it down in there to make it look like it was a lit doobie, and then you pulled that red paper out and there was a big old fat quarter in it, dude. It was like the coolest. Oh man, but that's what I was getting at, I guess. What I was getting at was just like Thanksgiving. Where I was at, man, there's a 23-hour day lockdown. You got out 3 times a day for meals, and that was it. The rest of the time you had to sit in your cell. And man, what was it? By Thanksgiving, I was reading Westerns, Louis L'Amour and shit like that. Oh my goodness, guys. It was just, oh man. We were all just like, demanding to have a turkey dinner and shit like that, like not really demanding it, but feeling like it was expected, and we would in fact get ourselves a little turkey dinner, but I mean, all it was, like cutlets with a little bit of gravy and some dressing and a roll, and we did have ourselves a piece of pumpkin pie. And oh my God, I got to tell you, man, I ate that pumpkin pie, dude. It was like the first time I ever ate it, While I was there, though, man, I didn't watch it happen, but this dude got fucking killed over a biscuit. Not even bullshitting you, man. Apparently, this one guy, he knew another guy that was working in the cafeteria, right? And so he's coming through the line, and the guy's fixing to hook him up with a couple extra biscuits, and he slides him out, and then the guy in front of him grabs the biscuits and was like, "Yo, thanks, Chief, appreciate that," and goes to walk off. And the guy beside him was like, "Yo, man, that was my shit, give me my shit back, And the guy with the biscuits, he was like, "Fuck you," pretty much told him to go fuck himself, suck my dick. And the next thing you know, boom, both guys jump on his ass. One guy from behind the counter, the one working in the cafeteria, jumps across, bip, bip, bip. The other guy comes from the side, bip, 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 beat the ever-living dog shit out of this guy. I didn't see it. I just heard about it, right? And then I would watch this guy get wheeled in. Oh, my goodness. Like the next day, they said they fucked this guy up. The very next day, they wheel him right back into the same dorm that we're all in. The motherfuckers that whooped his ass, they're in the dorm there, too. I'm sitting there looking through the gates, little bars in the window, and I see him wheeling this fucker in. Wheeling him in a fucking wheelchair with his head all wrapped up. And they're putting him back in like not even a fucking damn nurse's ward or whatever. And they said that he was seriously fucked up, right? And then about 2:00 that morning, I guess, we woke up to a bunch of commotion. Well, sounds and alarms and shit. And there they go, rolling this motherfucker back down, back out of the dorm. You know what I mean? In that same fucking wheelchair, he's just all laid back like this, and apparently, they took him to the hospital. And apparently, he was bleeding on his brain, and they didn't recognize it, so he pretty much fucking hemorrhaged or whatever in the middle of the night. And I very well could have been watching a dead man get rolled out of prison in a wheelchair, Thanksgiving Day or the day after Thanksgiving, because it happened on Thanksgiving and he was gone that whole day. He would come back that next day and then that following morning at like 3 a.m. So anyway, yeah, man, a guy got his head split wide open, ended up dying over Thanksgiving biscuits, and and man, I was right, I was right there in it, man. Like I had people wanting to whip my ass right before I left, because like I let slip, that I was leaving. soon, that I wasn't doing a long bid or whatever, and whenever when people find out that you're leaving soon, they'll do whatever they can to try and make you fuck up, to add more time onto your sentence, or to just be able to come up and get a quick slap in, because most people, and I was one of them. I wasn't gonna fight anybody, man. I had like a couple weeks left on my sentence. You know what I mean? I wasn't about to damn jeopardize that with anybody. So I probably would have took a slap in the face. Probably, I don't know. You don't really know until you're there in the moment, but I mean, when you're thinking about your freedom and shit like that. Anyways, man, so I was sitting there in that shit, man, in that anxious environment, you know what I mean? Not knowing if I was gonna get my head split open for accidentally taking a biscuit or for saying the wrong thing to the wrong person. You know what I mean? Lee Wade says I didn't let him have my cornbread, Clyde. Like, I mean, dude, that's how I mean, you say that. You be willing to die for that cornbread? Because this man did. It wasn't even cornbread. It was a biscuit. All right, Liam says, how much does being in prison affect you being able to get a job even now? In the UK, if you have a criminal record, it's hard. Well, man, it's the same thing here, bro. I mean, it really is a difficult situation. I got to tell you this, man. Like, I would be convicted and I would go to prison back in 2001. Like, I would watch the World Trade Center, 100 people here watching. I would watch the World Trade Centers crumble and fall from a prison day room, and what was I getting at? Okay, yeah, so that was what, 2001. Convicted in 2001. I would start working at the paint store in 2006. So only roughly like 5 years later, after a freaking not a robbery, but a burglary conviction, I would go work at a paint store. And the only reason that I got that job is because I knew the boss. So I filled out the application on her coffee table. You know what I mean? She scooted me right on in. And, I would end up proving my loyalty to them and working for them for almost 10 years until I would fuck them over. Apologize for that so much, man. But I would go on to suffer from it, man. Like, everywhere, just about everywhere you go, and you apply for these jobs and shit, like, have you ever? There used to be a time, where they would say, in the last 7 years, have you been convicted? In the last 10 years, have you been convicted? But I got to tell you, man, like this job that I just landed just now, that, it was one of those things where it asked me, have you ever been convicted? I it wasn't like I can get away with like, well, it's been longer than 7 years. Nah, man, like this place that I went to or that I'm going to work at, they asked me and I told them honestly. I said, yes, and here's what's happened. You know what I mean? Usually, the best thing to tell them, because I actually went to Job Corps after I went to prison. I would go to prison, I would get out, and then I would go to Job Corps, and in Job Corps, guys, if there's any of you guys that are younger than 25 years old, think about Job Corps, dude, man. It is a really wonderful place. You get away from your family, they pay you to learn a trade, and they'll actually get you a fucking job. And yeah, so that's what I did. I ended up going to damn Job Corps, and they got me a job working at at a welding factory. It was pretty much a fab shop, and I was out there spraying the beams down with anti-rust, But yeah, like besides having people to help me, well, what I was getting at was Job Corps. What they tell you is if you've been convicted and stuff, say yes, and we'll discuss at the interview. That is really your best bet, because it's really hard, you know what I mean, to explain yourself, you know what I mean, and where you were at a certain point in your life. You know what I mean? When you committed, these crimes, that follow us, follow us forever, just this, this place I was working before now. I thought I had another job, from there. I thought I can walk off that job and go to another one. And I did. Me and Erica went and interviewed and stuff, and And, you know, they were very impressed and stuff. And then the last thing they asked was, have you been, you know, do you have anything background history that we should know about? You know, and I'm like, fuck, you know. So I went ahead and I was candid with them, you know. And um even though the temp service that I was working for, you know, was telling me, hey, you're a shoe in, um, I still did not get the job. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, Democrat says unless it's burglary related, those follow you forever, but they like you. Yeah, I mean, mine, I had a burglary freaking third, you know, and I did. I would, full disclosure, on the application process, I would, tell them, what happened. I would be a little more in depth than I normally am. Maybe that's, just be open and honest, man, because that's one thing, bro. Like, like I have never gotten fired from a job for lying on my application. But I mean, because I would always feel, I mean, I would always, cringe at the fact and the idea, and just of landing a really awesome job, that I lost, because I lied, but that's where it takes you sometimes, you know what I mean? Like you keep putting in applications, after application after application, and you just got nobody, taking the bait, nobody that wants any of your shit, they don't want to take the chance, as it were, and you end up suffering from it, bro, and I very well did, like I say, I was lucky enough to work from 2006 to 2014, in the paint store, with a nice wage, salary, as it were, but once I lost that, it was really tough. Like I said, I was living with my uncle and shit, couldn't find any work, ended up moving in with my dad, um, you know, but like it's so much different, I mean, like people are understanding, they're willing to give you an opportunity. My friend, oh man, I just had her name. Yeah, my friend out in California, she just got a job at Amazon here recently, and she said that they didn't even check her background. I mean, so it's a lot easier to find work, if you've got a vehicle and stuff, So, yeah, man, I really hope that the best for you, man. Any of you guys that are suffering with that sort of situation, you know what I mean. All I got to tell you is just keep it up. Keep putting in applications, stay open and honest. You know what I mean, and maybe even target, where you put in your applications. Like they have these lists online that you can pull up that of different various companies that will hire convicted felons, and companies that will actually benefit, that will profit off of there are programs out there that companies take advantage of, when it comes to reintroducing felons into the workplace, and you can very well take advantage of these opportunities, if you have the knowledge, of where these opportunities are being um, held available for. Goodwill. I don't know if you guys are involved, if Goodwill is involved in the UK, or if there's some form of a charity donation, charity organization, I guess, that is more popular in the UK. But Goodwill actually helps out people, helps them, finds work for them, pays for them to go to school, and puts them to work. My Uncle Bobby, got put on through Goodwill 20 some odd years ago. He's been working at the same job for 20 some odd years, I have another friend, he just got involved. Goodwill helped him get his forklift license, and then he would go on to work at Walmart, and then move on to getting his CDL, um, says, yeah, we have the same sort of thing in the UK. Well, I'm pretty sure that they have programs, out there, just, there are programs and stuff that will help you, mate. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to know where to look. You just got to have somebody be able to put you in the right direction. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, really wish the best for all of you guys, man. Just like, it just stinks. Like the world just stinks right now, man. Like and there's this pandemic going on, man, a worldwide flu. Everybody's paranoid and just feeling the cabin fever and just uncertain about tomorrow. People that have lost their jobs and shit. COVID relief money has ran out months ago. People are resorting to selling fucking plasma, and their youngest children. Not quite, but damn, things are desperate out there right now, I feel for you guys, man. It's really hard to really hope for any good, whenever you're living, such a shitty life, such a shitty situation, but there are ways out, you know what I mean? You just got to make like I always say, make positives out of those negatives, you know what I mean? And yeah, because that's the only opportunities that you're going to get. Very rarely do we have these golden gooses, drop that egg in our lap. Liam Rankin says going to make an OnlyFans. Well, I mean, fuck around though, man. Like it seems like there's a lot of people that are, making some sort of living off of that. Apparently it's just like the equivalent to YouTube, but taking your clothes off, and I don't know. I gotta say, man, I'm more attracted. Okay, I guess I would have to say I'm more attracted to the homemade porn than I am the professional shit. Anyway, so I can see, but you know what I couldn't see though? Here's one thing that I cannot see. I couldn't see myself paying for porn. Like, with as much porn as there is on the internet, you know what I mean? And as much as you can find, homemade, POV, whatever, whatever is to your liking, you know what I mean? You can find it for free anywhere on the internet, you know what I mean? Liam Rankin says ass or boobs. Man, I got to be honest with you, bro. Like, I'm an ass man. Ass and legs, bro. But I got to tell you, Erica has spoiled me with the whole booby situation. You know what I mean? Because she's got it all. She's got the T and the A. You know what I mean? And sometimes there's nothing like, man, just damn pulling my hat backwards whenever I'm feeling super anxious or something, and just pulling them babies together and just putting my face in them, and I'm just doing this number here. Oh man, I can almost feel it right now. Like there's almost something like very like natural to just nuzzling your face in a nice soft set of boobs. You know what I'm saying? Like we all grow up. We've all grown up on the nipple. You know what I mean? Breastfeeding is something that we as humans, bad Nash is laughing at that, huh? Well, I mean, understand, like, we as humans, what's more natural than breastfeeding? You know what I mean? There used to not be Gerber baby bottles and freaking that formula that meth heads turn into blow now. You ever see that shit, man? They got to keep the formula behind glass now. How the hell did a meth head look at some baby formula and was like, I can snort that? But anyway, before all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we as humans, we'd nuzzle up to them boobies, man. We sought nutrition, and we sought succor. We wish to be placated. We're hungry and we're mad, and all we want as babies is a nice fresh set of boobies that we can put our faces into, And I got to tell you, man, there's sometimes that there's nothing quite like that. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm just feeling low, or even whenever I just want to, just put your face in some boobies. You know what I mean? And I can't really see myself putting my face in an ass. As much as I like ass, legs and ass, man, pretty legs and pretty asses. Boom. I really can't see myself. Well, I mean, I've done it before. But I can't see myself naturally putting my face in an ass. I really don't see that, as taking place in the wide world of nature. I've never seen a baby chimpanzee go up to his mom and be like, shove his face all in her booty hole, But bet your ass you've seen a little baby chimp jump over to his mama and get right into them boobies, So that's how I feel about that. Liam Rankin, same here. I'm more of an ass man. Don't knock it till you try. Oh, well, you know what? Guys, we are going down a dark rabbit hole that I really don't think Erica's mom would be. Is Erica's mom in there? How do I see who's all in the chat watching right now? Who's all a participant in here? Okay. Well, that's not all of them. Anyway, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. No pun intended. Let's see here. Lee Wade, true story. My mom was born with 2 teeth, and grandma asked the doctor, "What do we do?" And he says, "Whatever you do, don't breastfeed." Hey, man, I got to tell you, bro, it's nothing like a pierced nipple, you know? Maybe that's what happened to me in a past life or something, man. My crippled nipple right here. Maybe I was actually a surrogate. I was actually a housemaid or something. What do they call that? I was a wet nurse. And a child bit my nipple off in a past life, and that trauma has transferred into and been imprinted into this flesh, into this host that my spirit is now occupying. Danish Malik says, "You guys are not religious. What the hell is he talking?" Hey, man, shit, I was born in religion. Like I say, I was christened as a Catholic as a baby. I would go to Catholic school all my life. I would take the steps towards First Communion, but right before confirmation, we would leave and we would move to Columbia. Both my sisters would continue with confirmation and thus have their names written into the Catholic book. You know, Gina Satilli, thank you so very much. Happy Thanksgiving, Charlie. Enjoy the day. Oh, hell yeah, man. I'm so ready to cook, man. I got the bird in the refrigerator right now. When Erica gets home, I'm going to go buy all the shit for the macaroni. Erica also came home yesterday with a freaking DQ gift card from work. I guess apparently they gave her a gift card for something. And so I guess we're going to have ourselves some DQ for dinner. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Hopefully yours is going to be good as well, Gina. Do you have any family coming over, or are you cooking anything, or what's going on with you guys? It's me, Jake. Bye, Wolf. Time for me to go. I need a bath. All right, man. Go wash that nasty ass, bro. I would encourage you all. Wash that ass. Brush your teeth and floss on a daily freaking basis. I hate it because as you get older, look at this shit. My teeth, they don't look so bad right now, but I've got quite a little yellowing going in my freaking teeth, guys. You know what I mean? And I brush daily. I floss, not every day, but I floss like at least once a week. You know what I mean? But man, my teeth still tend to turn like a little yellow or something, you know? Like, I don't know if that's from like lack of vitamins or something. Like you see all these older people, especially like these celebrities and shit, you know? What the hell was that? Something white just ran past the window. It almost looked like a little Jack Russell. Maybe it was Lily. But you see a lot of these older celebrities and stuff, man. The teeth are just turning yellowish and dark and shit, you know? And you're like, damn, how the hell does that happen when they got so much money, you know? And it's just the vitamins and shit that is leaving your body, you know? I'm losing vitamins, I feel. Jalen says you should review the frozen hot chocolate at DQ. Frozen hot chocolate? That sounds pretty good. They got like a frozen hot chocolate at Walmart that I really like. $2 a pint, man, or $2 a quart. Really good. Bradley Fletcher, thank you so much. Says Charlie, wasn't Trident Church a cult? AGP said so. I mean, you know, here's the thing about cults. It's really hard. It's really hard to be able to call it a cult when you're in it. It's really hard to see it, you know, completely as a cult, you know, whenever you've grown up in it, you know. And for me, you know, I spent some formative years at Trident. I spent like 7, 8, 9, and 10, like 4 years probably right there that I spent at Trident. And and yeah, I would be a preacher boy. You know, I would learn the verses to the Romans Road, and they would take us out to, you know, Walmarts and Cato's Fashions and all these different shopping centers, you know, where we would assault people as they were coming out to their cars. We would accost them and, or, do you know you're going to heaven? You know, and it's hard to say no to a 7 and 8-year-old kid, you know. You know, I did find a lot of pride, man. Like I said, I'll never forget the time that I got baptized out there. You know what I mean? And you know, a little bit of the water went down my nose and it burned, you know, and he pulled me back up and wiped the water from my face, and all I can hear was Dad and all his friends, you know, just whooping and hollering and amen, and that's my boy. You know what I mean? And I look over and there's Dad out in the middle of the church, big as hell, you know, the biggest member of the congregation, you know, with all his buddies. You know, Dad had a bunch of buddies at church, you know, and they were all just together, you know, just fellowshipping in the name of the Lord, bro. You know, and quite honestly, I just don't see where that could be a bad thing. Quite honestly, in any light or regard, you know, I can't really see where that was a bad thing, you know. But you know, I can say that, you know, people can take religion too far, you know, and it can also be twisted and stuff, you know, like, oh man, like the preacher really, you know, Preacher Haynes, he really did. In the end, it was more about money. You know what I mean? I'll never forget whenever, you know, Jennifer got married at Trident Baptist. You know, I was there for the ceremony for that. I was part of the ceremony. And man, we were so broke, so poor at the time. We were so fucking poor, you know, and Dad still scrounged up as much money as he felt he could, you know, to give to Preacher Haynes to preside over the congregation and over the ceremony. And I just won't forget it, man. Just like as I was coming out, before the ceremony even started, guys, like I came out to go use the bathroom or something right after Dad had gave Haynes the money. And Haynes couldn't even go to his freaking damn office, guys. I come walking around the corner and there's Haynes in the middle of the hallway counting out the money. Counting it out. And then he sees me. He's like, oh, hey, brother. You know, puts it up in his pocket. You can see the shame all over his fucking face. And he really did, man. You know, he really did turn it into more about money, guys. I'll tell you a story. Mom we had moved to Columbia, and we were there about 6 months or so. No, we were there a little longer than that because my little friend Chris had gotten hit and killed by a car. And right after Chris got hit and killed, my mom went down to Charleston for a visit to kind of try and clear her head, you know, maybe try and find herself spiritually, perhaps, you know. And she would find her way back to Trident, you know, go to, you know, we are creatures of habit and comfort, you know, and we tend to go back to places that we know, you know, will accept us and show us some form of love or another, you know. And so Mom found herself back at Trident, you know, during her brief period between her and Dad had split up, you know. And yeah, man, damn, she would find herself at Trident and she would be struggling with the fact, because Mom also saw our little friend get hit and killed. You know, she was, you know, 40 yards away, you know what I mean? But still 40 yards, you know, you can see plenty. You can still see, you know, 40 yards is still, especially whenever you watch somebody die from 40 yards away, you might as well be 4 feet, right? So Mom was there, and Mom was also a fellow griever, you know, in this, you know, this dark time in our lives, you know, and she was at Trident, and she was, you know, asking, you know, for fellow members of the congregation to pray, you know, to pray for little Chris, you know. And one of the women, I remember Mom wouldn't get over it. She would tell me a few different times, you know, how one of the women in the church or whatever, you know, pretty much told, because Mom had said something about how Kimberly and Chris were boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, and how Kimberly was holding his hand and when he got hit, you know. And that just really put a lot of Christian people off. It really turned a lot of Christian people off. And this one woman in particular would tell Mom that that perhaps little Chris was in hell for his sins, for holding hands with a little girl, you know, for trying to act like a grown up, you know. And that really turned Mom off for, you know, with that whole church right there, you know. That doesn't necessarily make it a cult, you know, but I mean, it's not very Christian, you know. Like these people, they were really pushing their own beliefs, their own faiths and as fact onto others, Haynes would, though, man, like I tell you, man, like hellfire and brimstone, I'm here to tell you that the Lord loves you and that the devil is going to take you. The Lord is a jealous man. Like, that's how Preacher Haynes talking, spitting, and bro, like, he felt the Spirit deep within his soul, I guess, and man, he would go off like people leave without donating money and shit. I don't know. One time he told we were having oh man, it was the craziest, guys. Me and Skylar's mom were actually together at the time, and we had Skylar. Skylar was a baby still, maybe 8 months or something like that. She was born in October, so by April, November, December, January, February, March, April. So she was right at 6 months. And I took Skylar and her mom to church with us for Easter Sunday. And man, Preacher Haynes was sitting there at the front door, welcoming everybody that came in and shit. And he got to us, hey, Charlie, Tina, kids, and then he saw me. He's like, oh, is this, saw me and Skylar and her mama. And he was like, so great to see you. Is this your wife? And I was like, no, this is just my girlfriend. And this is our daughter, Skylar, and that look that he gave me, bro, just like I was just about to burst into flames and I was going to catch him on fire with me, and of course my ex saw it. She saw right through his ass, you know what I mean? And despised him for it, and I would too. I'd be like, yeah, man, fuck him. I don't give a shit. He ain't no damn body either. He cheated on his wife, and so they're sitting there, he's sitting there preaching, and before he gets to preaching, he wants to call on brother Howard. I think his name was Brother Howard. Has some testimony he wants to share with you all, so Brother Howard gets up to the stage, the pulpit, and he tells you I've been, how do you say it? The past few weeks I've been struggling, wondering what more I can do for the Lord. I feel like I've been giving him so much, but he demands more, and I'm not doing enough. So I was tossing and turning in my bed last night, trying to decide what could I do. I was asking for the Lord to reach out and touch me and tell me what to do next, to get me closer to God, to bring me closer to that higher power, And then the Lord touched me, and the Lord told me to empty your bank account. Which I'm not going to empty out my business account because I need that for my boss for my company, but I'm emptying out my bank account. Bad Nasha, thank you so very much. He says, because once I empty out my bank account, then I'll have no choice but to trust in the Lord and to believe in his path for me. So starting today, I am writing a check and I'm emptying my bank account and I'm giving it to Trident Baptist Church in the name of the Lord, And then Preacher Haynes, steps back up to the pulpit. Howard steps down. Haynes steps back up and, praise and adulation. That was a good testimony from Brother Howard. We could all learn a thing or two from Brother Howard, guys. We could all learn a thing or two from giving up everything that we have. So in 6 weeks from today, people, we are going to have a Give It All Sunday. And I kind of tuned out after that. I ended up going back up to Columbia, and they would tell me, 6 weeks later that lo and behold, Preacher Haynes would have wheelbarrows rolled into the church, sat down in each row, and then have people just donating, and they were also counting the money out. They weren't just letting people just put whatever in. They would watch them, and they do hallelujahs and amens, 10 hallelujahs, and now hallelujah for every $10 and an amen for one every 100. Oh man. But does that necessarily make him does that necessarily make it a cult? Like, I really have to believe that, that it takes for it to be a cult, you really have to kind of stray away from the teachings, the traditional teachings. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I would say that you would have to stray away from the traditional teachings of your religion, bring them in, bring in the masses, and then switch on them, you know. RJ's Journey, thank you so much. Oh man. Bridget probably motorboats Michael. You had to mention doing it to Erica, didn't you, Charlie? I mean, to each their own. Everybody has their own ticks. What are those one couples called? Feeders, where they like to feed each other, overfeed and shit to get off on that. I mean, that's along the same lines of degradation, I suppose. Democrat says sounds like a scam. True churches don't do that. I mean, yeah, you're right. So it sounds more like a scam, perhaps. Maybe unethical as opposed to perhaps being a cult. You know, whenever I think of cults, I think about Jim Jones and I think about David Koresh. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever heard of the crazy rantings that Jim Jones on the internet? Like back whenever he was out there in Jonesville in South America, you know, and he was just up for days on methamphetamines, you know, and just like, oh God, oh God, Democrat says Bridget admitted to eating Michael's ass on vlog. How'd that come about? Like, what was the context to that? It's just, I mean, you know, to each their own. Everybody gets off. Everybody has their own jollies. You know, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, I can say that I've never ate ass. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need a breath mint. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna dog out anybody that gets their jollies off that way. Like, I mean, I do got to say that's a whole lot of ass to eat there. But I suppose that you can get different kind of like numbing agents and flavors and stuff. Hell, you can probably pack you a whole meal right in there in that butt. Get you a hero sandwich, some potato chips, and a drink. Kind of just spread it in there in the cheeks and just have lunch. You know, I don't know. RJ's Journey says, Charlie, was your baby mama pretty like Erica? I mean, she had a nice butt, I guess. But I used to always make this joke, man, and I used to make Michael laugh so hard at it. I hope, you know, her mom isn't watching. She probably is, and she doesn't get down with all this shit. You know, but her mom kind of reminded me of like the blonde-haired boy from Step by Step. Any of y'all remember that blonde-haired little nerd with the big old glasses and the hair? Just like, I swear to God, man, just like the glasses and the face and the smile, man. She kind of looked like the blonde-haired boy from Step by Step. Which is like another thing. Like, there is absolutely no way that her mom is going to let Skylar see me before Skylar's 18. Because you know how it is. Like, if you and your baby's mama, y'all split up and then you find somebody that looks better than her, you ain't never gonna see your kid again. You know, you know what I mean? And that's about the way it is right now. You know, like, I really feel like if Sandy were to see me with Erica, you know what I mean, that it would probably break her heart. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the only reason that these people fucking hurt you, the only reason that your exes keep digging at you and trying to fuck you over and make you hurt and shit is usually because they're still in love with you, is because they're not over your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for Skylar's mom to continue with her bullshit, you know, or having done nothing to promote any sort of a relationship between me and Skylar. You know what I mean? It goes to show, I mean, it tells me, ringing bells and lights, you know, that she's still not over me. You know what I mean? That, you know, there's, you know, that she still wishes that she had Charlie to control and, you know, snap, you know, jump when she snaps her fingers and stuff, you know, and also just memories and stuff of us together and shit. You know, I don't think I'm a bad looking guy also, you know. So yeah, you know, yeah, she's not as pretty as Erica, and I think that actually hurts my relationship with Skylar, if any. You know, Democrat says Erica is fly. No offense, she is pretty hot. Yeah, I agree. RJ's Journey says she could be a model. Maybe, I don't know. She's might have done. I ain't talking. Not yes, she could. Hell, yes, she could. You ain't gonna see me saying no different. I tell you, she does feel a little self-conscious sometimes about her teeth. I guess she has that front tooth that's kind of back a little bit. It doesn't bother me, guys. Like I'm not the type of person that's all hung up on appearances and will judge, a person, by their looks, basically, and like I kind of like Erica's tooth. Whenever I see her from a certain angle, she has a distinct smile, that I just love, But Erica wants to fix that, and she's gonna go ahead and get herself some Invisaligns here soon, So, where she works now, she's making good money, really good money now. She has insurance and shit, and she is looking to, she's looking to take care of that, So, yeah, I assume once she gets her teeth fixed, that's when she'll leave me, right? once she gets fly, she gets back top shelf. She's gonna say later, Charlie. One of you guys are gonna swoop in and take her. Don the Dad, Erica is beautiful and she has a good heart. Hard to find women like that nowadays. I mean, you're so right, bro. Like I was sitting there, like you can't help but go through Facebook and shit like that and see all these females, that are doing their own form of attention seeking. You know what I mean? And all these selfies and shit, and filters and just popping their asses out and their boobs up and stuff or however. And Erica doesn't do that. Like, I can't remember the last selfie that Erica has done, where she likes to look good and she likes to look pretty, you know what I mean? But she doesn't, like, she's not going to sit there and she doesn't crave the likes. Like, that's one real crazy thing, you know what I mean? Erica has been exposed to the YouTube life, doing videos with me and doing live streams and all you guys telling her that she's an awesome person and that she's beautiful and stuff. But she doesn't let it get to her head. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't take that and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a bad bitch," and post all kinds of selfies and these motivational quotes. When they said that she couldn't do it, she tied her shoe straps and put her hair in a bun and showed him she could. Like Erica doesn't do all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's different. She really is different, bro. And, I appreciate that in her, She doesn't sell herself short because, quite frankly, she knows who she is. Like you look at Erica, and one thing that you don't see when you look at Erica is a lack of self-confidence, And, what's so awesome about it is she doesn't have to go out there and do that certain, give out that certain amount of attention seeking in order to gain that confidence. It's something that's been instilled in her, since long before the internet, since long before selfies and the like bar, likes and dislikes, back when her mom and her dad and her family, coddled her and told her that she was beautiful and that she can do anything and that she was smart and, disciplined her when she needed to be disciplined and they rewarded her when she needed to be rewarded, And, that's what made Erica the woman that she is today. Is that another 18-wheeler coming through? Guys, my landlord, man, he gets paid extra. I don't know his whole financial deals, but he gets paid to let these damn cement trucks ride up and down the road all day and dump what's left over of their loads down this damn hill at the very back of our property back over here. And man, I got to show you that hill one day, man. It's hellacious, bro. And it's an affront to nature. Oh my God. Bradley Fletcher, Erica is great for you. Seems like yesterday I started watching you guys do shit like kayak down the river. You are a wonderful couple. Yes. I don't know if I'll be doing much kayaking from here on out. I'm super scared of water. Dark water especially. And when I was on that kayak, man, it was just so, rickety, bro. It was just so shifty, man. I couldn't relax, honestly. I don't think I'm going to be kayaking anytime soon. I think maybe I'll go do some canoeing, but I don't know about kayaking. Clint Eastwood, I see you asked a couple of times, Kenny or Spinny? I mean, bro, like it's got to go to Kenny, right? Like Spinny is just a little loser. Spinny is just a little whiny little brat, man. Like I don't know. Like I guess there's a certain amount of comedic relief, you know, in that neurosis, you know, in which Spinny lives his life. You know what I mean? But Kenny, dude, it's just nothing like seeing old Kenny just shove fucking air up his asshole, you know, until he shocks Spinny with that fart. Just all the cheating and just the crude, rude bullshit. You got to give it to Kenny, right? If any of you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, Kenny versus Spinny, look it up. Anonymous showing a gator. Much love. Yeah, Erica is my gator. She is my love gator. Chris Russell says, "Didn't you get a job, Charlie?" Yes, they haven't given me an official date yet, but I believe that I'm starting the 7th of December. So I'm just enjoying it now. Like once I found out that I passed, you know, the physical and I passed the background check. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I'm chilling, you know, as long as it's not, you know, next month or, you know, January or some shit, you know, I can start to chill now, I guess, as it were. You know, I can actually watch cartoons and movies and play video games and shit without having that little nagging mouse in the back of my head. But yep, got me a new job, man. Starting here soon, man. Making damn almost $20 a fucking hour. And yeah, starting to feel secure, you know, feeling a lot more secure in our life. Like I said, to the fact where Erica has been looking at rings. You know, she's been kind of dropping me little hints here and there, as it were. So I can see myself buying Erica an engagement ring sometime here in the near future. Sometime here in the near future, guys, I'm going to be setting up a camera and I'm going to be putting it somewhere, or I'm going to be figuring out some kind of engagement video. I'm going to go ahead and do it on video. So if any of you guys have any ideas about any kind of special ways to maybe popping the question to my special lady, you know what I mean? Hit me up in the DMs or something like that. And, you know, share some ideas, you know, because I don't really feel like I'm a very creative person. I don't know. You know, I swear to goodness, with Skylar's mom, I popped a question to her in the car on like a couple of days before Christmas or something, man. Like I actually was living in, man, it's so fucked up, so sad. Skylar wasn't but damn what, 2 months old or something like that. Or Skylar wasn't even born yet. And I came from Charleston up to Columbia to visit my ex while she was pregnant with Skylar. And me and her mom just didn't get along. Her mom didn't want me around. You know, her mom still wanted Sandy to get back with her first baby's daddy. You know what I mean? Sandy's mom was dating one brother, and Sandy, her daughter, was dating the other brother. See what I'm saying? And so naturally, her mom had a bias towards me because, you know, she's dating one brother and wants to see her daughter get back with the other brother. You know, and so I was constantly just kind of pushed out of the picture, you know. And so I would come and I would visit them for Christmas, you know, and we would have to do it in my car. In the car, Sandy would actually give me volume 5, I think, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. She would find a hardback copy at the thrift store, and that was my Christmas present. And I would give her daughter Dora, I would give her Christmas present, you know, and she was still just kind of, you know, after a couple of minutes, she wanted to go back inside and screaming and stuff, you know. And so there we are, man, in the car, in the front seat, me, baby's mama, and her first child, while she's pregnant with our child, you know. And I was got this little rinky dink ring that I found at the pawn shop. Dad helped me get at the pawn shop for a really good deal and shit. And I just fumbled. I was trying to figure out the right time to do it, but like I'm sitting in a fucking car, kids crying and shit, you know. So I just fumbled it out. Will you marry me? You know. And I mean, she said, yeah. you know. But man, it was just a very sad situation, you know what I mean? It was only memorable in how bad it was. You know, I look back on that memory now and I don't have any happy feelings about it, you know. It just almost feels like, yo, it was doomed from the start. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I got to say, man. I'm so happy about, you know, just how well me and Erica's family get along. You know, me and Sandy. Oh my God, like her mom's name is the same name as my ex. When I first heard that, I'm like, fuck, and my ex's mom. Oh my God, like I'm like shit. You know, like I hate that name. You know, but me and her get along so well. You know, me and Erica's stepdad. You know, man, we get along really well. He's giving us a freaking Jeep. You know what I mean? And and it really helps the relationship. You know what I mean? Like if I don't know how many of you guys have been with women, you know, that their mothers didn't like you. Like you ever heard the song Miss Jackson? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. You know, it's like if the mother doesn't get along with you and the mother doesn't approve or the father doesn't approve or something like that, you know, it makes it really hard on the relationship, almost damn near impossible, you know. And you know, ultimately that rang true for me and my ex. You know, her mom did not want to see us together and did everything she could, you know, to drive that wedge, you know, and ultimately it worked, guys. Like I would end up moving back down to Charleston and finding work there, living with my dad. It was one of the most saddest times in my life, man. I was like I said, I would survive at Sandy's mom's house for 8 months of her pregnancy, and right at about 8 months, her mom started really finding beefs with me, little small shit, you know what I mean, to blow up into big wars or whatever, and kick me out of the house, you know, like 3 weeks to a month before Skylar was to be born by C-section. So we even knew what date that it was going to happen, you know. And I ended up having to move back down to Charleston with my mom and dad. They were living in a fucking 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom house with Jennifer, Josh, 2 boys, and Michael. You know, so I came down there. I was crowding up their space. You know, they didn't have enough money. I'll never forget, man. I would realize how dire our situations were whenever Dad took us out to go fill out an application. You know, I was going to fill out an application out in West Ashley, and we stopped at a McDonald's. You know, and I thought we were eating. You know, like oh shit, we're getting some burgers and stuff. And then Dad breaks out the quarters. He gives Mom like $2.50. Here's you two double McDoubles. Gives Josh $2.50. Here's you two McDoubles. Man, dude. Then he even gives me like $2. Here, go ahead, bud. Get you a burger and a fry or something. We're sitting there fucking damn buying McDonald's with like fucking dude with freaking change and shit, you know. And on top of that, you know, I wasn't working and shit, you know, and I was going to the payphones to call my ex, you know, to try and talk to her and shit. And you know how it is, you know how heartbreaking it is, you know what I mean, to call through on a payphone 9 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night, maybe even, you know, yeah, cold as shit outside, just to like get no answer and shit. You know, it was really rough. And you know, don't you know that her mom would end up telling her Skylar's grandma would end up telling Skylar's mom that if I showed up for the birth, if I showed up there for the delivery, that she wasn't going to be there for her daughter, you know. And so Skylar's mom straight up told me, says, Mom told me that if you show up, that she's not coming, and I really want my mom to be there, you know. So like I pretty much was forced out, you know, of Skylar's birth too, man. My name's not on the birth certificate, you know, like so technically I have zero rights except to pay child support. You know, because I did, I did the DNA test and it was 99.999%, you know. But yeah, it says, hey, did you ever consider joining the army? And RJ says the military frowns on felons. Like that is correct. Right at the time that Skylar was born, I was working for this drywall company that wasn't really doing much. I was really overworked, and I was looking for a change. I was living with my Uncle Bobby again, and I needed a change. And this was right after 9/11. This was in 2002. 2002. Yep, right before I would get the job at a couple years before I would get the job at the paint store. It was 2004, something like that, 2005. And not long after 9/11 anyway. And they would tell me, like I would call up and I would talk to a recruiter. And he did seem a little eager at first, until he found out that I had, a felony, and I would obtain that felony, only 3 years prior, So, he seemed very enthusiastic, until he found out that I had that felony, and then his tone kind of changed, and he tried to make up shit. He tried to tell me that, if I had a felony and a high school diploma, or if I had no felony and a GED, but they couldn't take me because I had a felony and a GED. He was just trying to think of some kind of way to let me down lightly, rather than saying, we don't fuck with felons, because quite frankly, once 9/11 happened, like they were taking anybody they could, and there was a lot of people that were signing up to fight for our country, that were incensed by the whole, the 9/11 loss, and the tragedy, that would shape our nation, for the next, years to come, but yep, they told me that, no. So I tried, Chris Russell says, do you ever hear from Skylar? I don't, man. Like I said, I haven't talked to Skylar since 2007. After me and Michael got into it, and then their addresses and Facebooks and shit would get doxxed, and strange, weird people would start contacting them. And Skylar's mom basically ghosted, like Skylar's mom is a very private person. They have dealt with certain traumas in their life and their younger lives, that leave them leery of people that they don't know, and her mom was really upset with me, whenever it wasn't my fault that, that they gave out Skylar's information and her mom's information. Like I didn't ask it to be done, but, being that I was involved with the people that did it, it was because they hated me or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looked at it as I endangered Skylar. She didn't look at it as Michael, even though I showed her the facts that Michael was the one that doxed out her info and everything, you know what I mean? She wasn't really pointing blame at Michael. She was pointing at all of us, because she already, like, Skylar's mama hates our family. Hated my family, guys. Like I told you, she would sit there and have to endure Jennifer calling her daughter all kinds of fucked up names. Like there was one time whenever we were both working or whatever, we were living in Charleston, that dad would babysit Skylar, Skylar and the boys, and we'd take diapers and snacks and shit to the house for dad to give Skylar and take care of her and shit. And they wouldn't do it. Like the way dad raised us kids is a far cry from the way, Skylar's mom wanted to raise her children. Dad was more free range, throw a diaper on them and, wait until the diaper touches the floor before you change it. You know what I mean? We're hungry, you little brats, where the food is, go get you some, I remember damn 3 and 4 years old pouring my own tea, making my own sandwiches and shit, as a child, because mom and dad were just, too busy with their own shit to be bothered, with the whole parenthood thing, so like, and Skylar's mom, Sandy, was completely different, man. Any little bit of dirt, let's clean it off my baby, you know what I mean? Dressed well, watching the good stuff, no bad shit on TV. I'm like, how the hell can I do that? This is gonna be a hard one to raise right here. I'm not used to this shit. Anyway, so she would yeah, this was before the videos, Liam. This is like in 2006, 2007. It was before I moved to Columbia in 2009. So yeah, we'd get off work and we'd go to pick up Skylar, and as soon as we get there, she'd be crying, fucking just filthy, fucking snot and shit just crusted all over her face, you know, diaper full of doo-doo, you know, snacks and shit just all thrown around the house. The nephews then got into her snacks and shit, ate them all, and they're picking on her and shit like that. And dad, he ain't taking, he's like, shut up, goddamn. I know how my dad is. I know how my mom and them were. I'm sure that Jennifer wasn't treating her well neither, you know. And we can just tell all over Skylar's face every time. We had them watch her for about a week, you know, and every day that we came to get her, she was just in distress, you know, and just suffering from her own form of anxiety and just filthy and just neglected, it seemed, you know. And Sandy really held that to heart, you know. I mean, she loves her kids very much, you know what I mean, and she'll do anything she fucking can for those kids. If there's anything that I can say good about my ex, it's that, you know, is that she's a very good mother, and that, you know, her kids come first, you know what I mean. And so, you know, for Skylar to be treated like that, I guess, especially from family and shit, you know what I mean, it just didn't sit well with Sandy at all. And she does have her own opinions about the family, you know. You all wonder why she has never come forward to talk any shit. You guys would remember what a couple of months ago Isaac would say, Charlie needs to shut the fuck up. I'm going to release these conversations that I had with his ex. I said, bullshit. My ex wouldn't fucking talk to y'all fucking crazy ass fucking stalker and losers, you know? And I dared him to fucking come out with the shit, you know what I mean? And well, we saw what happened with that, you know? Like I say, you know, Skylar's mom, she doesn't like the family, and I just don't assume that she ever will, especially now that, you know, after finding out that they doxed her the way that they did, you know, the way they gave out my daughter's information and the way that they gave out Sandy's information, you know what I mean? Like, it really scared her, you know. And, you know, she's like, yeah, like Michael was like, you know, I'm just here to let you know that, you know, somehow somebody found out your address, and I apologize to all this YouTube shit, and I want to be there. I want to give you some money. Like, Michael even tried paying her off and shit, you know, and she was just like, fuck you, all y'all stay away, you know. And yeah, you know, like that's where that's where me and her mom stood, you know what I mean, for so many years, you know. And I was stuck in the middle, you know what I mean, because, like, I mean, you know, I love my family, and I loved her at the time too, you know. But I mean, you know, like I say, if your family don't get along, you know, it's really hard for you and your girl to get along too, you know what I mean. So try to keep that in consideration, guys, whenever you go to find that special one. Junior says you should marry Erica because she's the real one, and you should be proud that she's the most beautiful woman. I am proud of my beautiful woman, man. Like she stands tall. She goes out and works. Like, I won't forget it, you know. Like, she had like, all she had known was damn waitressing, you know, bussing tables, you know. She had been doing that, you know, since she moved up here, almost 6 years, you know. And then I move up and I start working, and she wasn't hardly making enough money before I came along, let alone when I got here, you know. And, you know, the money started going down, you know, at bussing tables and shit, you know, waitressing. It was just, you know, it was just wasn't making what it was, you know, and we were behind on bills and shit, you know. And I told her one day, I was like, look, you're gonna have to come work with me. You know, like, you're gonna have to find you a different job, and we're gonna have to find something together because we only have one vehicle, you know. And man, she did, bro. Like, she would go on to come work with me at this place called Dole Fresh Vegetables. One of the worst fucking places I ever worked, guys. It was always so cold. It was very fast paced, you know. And I just had very little faith in Erica. You know, I really, you know, and I hate to say it, but I did. I had little faith that she was going to be able to hang. You know what I mean? To start getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and working fast paced 12 hours a day, you know. But she did it, you know. And here we are, fast forward, you know, 3 years later, you know, she's still doing it. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's wonderful, you know. And it's also a very, you know, wonderful blessing to Joby, her stepdad, you know, for stepping up and recognizing, you know what I mean, that we do needed two vehicles in order to be able to work two separate jobs. You know, like, you know how hard it is, you know, to find a place, you know, that will hire you and you and a family member or something that will be accommodating, and it not be a temp service thing, and them not to expect the least out of you. You know what I mean? In order for me and Erica to actually, grow, and thrive, we both needed to do our own thing. Even this last job that we were at, we worked together because we only had one vehicle. You know what I mean? But she still, like, showed her strength day by day, getting up, getting ready, going and working, keeping a smile on her face. You know, uh, in these horrible situations, that I'm super happy for her now, that she's able to, get a job that she likes, and almost feels like I'm not holding her down. Like, how bad that feels. Like, whenever, like, I left this last job and I thought that me and her were both going to get hired on somewhere else. How bad it hurt whenever they offered her the job, but not me. You know what I mean? They're like, well, we can offer you the job, but not him, and then me being like, well, maybe you can't take it because we only have one vehicle. We need, what am I gonna do? It's like really made me feel like a bag of shit, But Joby saw what was going on and he recognized it and he stepped up, and I'm proud to say that, me and Erica, we're gonna be doing our own separate things, you know what I mean? Creating our own lives, at maximum effort, maximum potential, and sometimes it takes spreading apart, and yeah, I'm just so thankful, that things are turning around for us, you know what I mean? That things are really going in our favor, and I just can't wait to get it done. I can't wait to get my Jeep down here and get back to work. You know what I mean? Start learning my career. I got a career going on here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not working some bullshit temp, 8-10 hour, $10 an hour job, damn monkey bullshit. I've got an opportunity to grow, and this is my moment. This is my chance, and here I have another person, someone else helping me out. Joby, man. If it wasn't for him, who knows where, Erica wouldn't have been able to take her position. I would say dream position, but it's just a really good position. She enjoys it quite well, and I wouldn't have been able to look around, and yeah, it's just, thankful for all of you guys, man. That's where I'm going to end it with, man. 105 people watching. I love all of you guys, man. And I'm thankful, for the kindness and love and support that you guys, you show me on a daily basis, and the hard truths that a lot of you guys have, put in my face. You know what I mean? When I fuck up, you guys, you let me know, and whenever I'm doing right, you guys let me know as well too, and that means a lot to me, bro. Like I say, I try not to be like, oh yeah, I'm not seeking approval or attention or anything like that, but I mean, it's nice to see, and it's nice to have, and it helps me push forward. You know what I mean? How do they say, I had been told from my therapist, that, what do they call me? I'm an adult child of an alcoholic parent. It's kind of how they said it or something. How, you get told that you're a piece of shit and that you're a waste and you're a stain on society and shit, not just from family, but from anybody over and over again. You kind of start to believe it, and, and that's just not me. That's just, that's everybody. That's the human mind, damn near. So, I mean, it is good to hear when to get that recognition and know that you're on the right path, and you all definitely helped me out with that, so. Oh, well, about another hour or so before Eric gets home. Eric, oh my God, I exposed. About another hour or so before Erica gets home, I've got to wash some dishes, do some chores. You know how it is, man, when you're a kid and you know what time your mom and dad's going to get home and you got to make sure the house is clean. You got all day to chill until, D-Day, until the doomsday clock is ticking. And I'm right here at the doomsday clock. So got to get off here, go clean up and shit like that, and be ready for my love when she gets home. Go get us some DQ. Super hungry, and yeah. So, anyways, man, RJ's Journey, Anonymous, thank you for watching, man. Liam Rankin, man, much love to you, bro. Brandon Lejeune, much love to you. You're a good old boy in my book, man. Thank you so very much, man. I appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna continue to do the right thing. Dawn of the Dead, man, have a great one. Yeah. Don't worry about the harassment and shit from the trolls, man. You know what I mean? That's all they are. That's all it is. And if they don't harass you, it's gonna be some fucking body else, man. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it personally. Trolls, all they do is they'll do whatever they can and say to get any form of reaction out of you, whether it's good or bad. So think about that, Think about what reaction you really want to give them, and then give it to them. Matthew Jones, much love to you. Dominic Connolly, Roy Orr, thank you for swinging that tool for me today, brother. Much love to you. Tiffany Silvas, have a great one. Alan Kramer, Dawn of the Dead, Demon X, don't get killed over biscuits. I'm telling you, man, that was a real thing, bro. That middle of the night, man, they rolled his ass right on out, and he never came back, man. And you know what? It wasn't exactly just the biscuits that got this man killed. It was a respect thing as well. I'm pretty sure if the guy had been like, "Oops, my fault, blood, my fault, G," and just walked away, he probably wouldn't got his shit split, But he did do yeah. So happy Thanksgiving, Tiffany, Jalen, Bradley Fletcher. Thank you so much for the donations. We love you, and that's gonna buy Erica a ring for Christmas when we're looking at like $270 now, I think, coming into us for next month. And I think that's enough to get a little ring, enough to get a nice ring. What do you think? What do you guys think? Even if it is from Walmart or something, guys, real quick, funny story before I go out, man. Remember I told you guys that I proposed to Skylar's mom in the fucking car. And Dad had actually helped me get this ring from the Money Man pawn shop. This fucking ring, I swear to goodness, guys, it was almost $400 at the pawn shop, and Dad talked the guy down to $75. Like he pretty much got, I guess he got the ring for cost. The guy knew I was going to engage, I was going to propose and shit, and he knocked off $325 freaking dollars for this ring. So I ended up paying $75 for it. Told her I got it at a at a jewelry store. And then no freaking shit, man. Like a year and a half later, like we're doing our makeup breakup thing. A year and a half later, we're kind of doing our thing together, walking around Walmart, and she walks by the jewelry and she's like, she looks for like 3 seconds. I swear to God, she knew what she was doing. She walks up, looks around. Oh, look at that one. And she points at one, and it's the exact fucking ring that I had gotten her, at Walmart. But it was for $600 freaking dollars. Yep. So I told her, I was like, well, I didn't get it from Walmart. I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it from Walmart. Yeah. But then I lied. I was like, and I paid more than $600. That was a lie. But yeah, it was so crazy. She walked straight up to it and said, look at that ring. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, man. Javi Psych. I Javi Psych. Jolly Watch, come help me. How do you say it? I can't even talk. Gonna have some Humpty Dumpty potato chips and some ho-hos. I'm gonna stuff a turkey for Thanksgiving, Charlie. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. I feel like it wasn't good enough though. I'm never good enough. Clint Eastwood, man, much love to you, brother. Looks like a diamond ring poster behind you. That's my half wolf, half Charlie. Yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna bounce off it here, man. Thank you all for watching. Nice positive live stream. I thank you all for the wonderful donations, and I hope that you are all ready for some wonderful turkey family get together, TV, whatever have you. I hope you all are ready to enjoy your Thanksgiving holidays the way you want. So thank you all for watching. Much love to you all, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace, guys. Bye bye.